I'm fine, sir. How about you, sir?
हमको टेस्ट दिया आपने?
Yes, I gave the test. So I thought
How
the
was?
test was tomorrow because you said it was.
I'm sorry for the surprise. लेकिन situation was something that we have to take it today.
Okay.
Okay, it will not happen like अब से नहीं होगा ऐसा, but I'm sorry for that surprise. Okay, how it went by the way? कैसा गया?
So it was good, sir. Some questions I got stuck, but I somehow managed.
Somehow managed. Okay, but I tried to add a few questions from the assignment also. So I think if you did the assignment, you must have
Yes,
seen
sir.
those
I have found few questions.
few questions from assignment. है ना? Okay, fine. So we saw that if I add pressure, then what is going to happen? Then the solubility is going to increase. It means that. So now we are trying to tell you about one more thing. So when we have added a gas here, and also one more thing will be happening when you have solute particles inside the solution. We are having gaseous molecules inside the solution which are dissolved inside the solution. We all know that gas molecules, they can escape out of the solution, right? They can escape out of the solution, and there will be some gas molecules here just above the surface. And since they are randomly moving here and there, what can happen? Some of the gas particles from the vapor phase, they can also come inside and they can get dissolved inside the solution. Yes or no? All of you agree with this? Tell me yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right? Both of these things can happen. Now, I will say that whatever that is present above the solution, it is vapor phase. Okay, and whatever is inside the solution, that is aqueous phase. अच्छा, मानसी, अभी हमको याद आया, अब पहले ही बोलना चाहिए था आपसे। आपके पास फातिमा और आयशा का नंबर है? मानसी,
I don't know who is Fatima.
अच्छा, you don't know who is Fatima. आयशा का नंबर है आपके पास?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so can you just ask her कि वो like why she did not come to today's lecture?
I think she's outside right now.
She's outside right now. अच्छा, okay, okay. Okay. अच्छा, नहीं, आपको मरियम का पता है? मरियम के बारे में, अच्छा, मरियम का are you in contact with मरियम?
No, sir. I don't know why she didn't join today.
अच्छा, okay, fine. So do you have her phone number?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, तो उससे ना एक बार पूछ लीजिएगा कि क्या सीन है, ठीक है? That what happened? फिर हमें कल बताइए. Okay, चलो. So we have vapor phase and aqueous phase. Okay. Now we know that if, let us say that there is concentration of aqueous phase is higher. Okay, the concentration of solute is high, then we already know that the pressure will also be high. Yes or no? Tell me. Right?
Yes.
Because pressure and the concentration means solubility. Solubility means amount of solute in solvent, amount of solute in solution. Amount of solute in solution is concentration, right? It is concentration only. Now, moving on, if pressure is directly proportional to concentration, I can say that pressure is directly proportional to concentration, right? Now, what we can also write, pressure is directly proportional to choosing one concentration term, that is mole fraction, chi of B. Concentration of what? Concentration of solute. If there is more, if the amount of, please listen very carefully, if the amount of solute is more in the aqueous phase, then these solute particles, they will be escaping out in more number. And if they're escaping out in more number, then what will happen? The vapor phase concentration will also increase, and the vapor phase concentration will also increase. If the number of moles of gases are more in vapor phase, PV is equal to nRT. है ना? Pressure is directly proportional to number of moles. If the number of moles in vapor phase is higher, the pressure will also be higher. Yes or no? Please tell me. है ना? So that is why we have written it is directly proportional to the concentration of solute. Okay, it is directly proportional to the concentration of solute. That means now if I want to put a proportionality sign, then if I want to remove the proportionality sign and put a equality sign here, then I will have to put a constant, and this constant is known as KH, that is Henry's constant, into chi B. Okay, Henry's constant into chi b. Is this clear? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, moving on, we have here the Henry's. This is Henry's constant. Okay, and this is the mathematical formula for this is Henry's law. Okay, mathematical formula for Henry's law. So let us write the topic Henry's law. So what does Henry's law state? It states that if you see here, the partial pressure of the gas in vapor phase, this is the partial pressure of the gas in vapor phase, is directly proportional to the mole fraction of the concentration of mole fraction of the gas in solution. So please write Henry's law. Partial pressure of gas in the vapor phase is directly proportional to the mole fraction of gas in the solution. Okay, so this is the Henry's law, which means P is equal to KH into chi b. P is equal to KH into chi b. What are these terms? So what is P here? So P is partial pressure of vapor phase. What is KH? Henry's constant. And chi b, mole fraction of solute in solution. Is that clear? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, let us look at. Please write this down. Let me know when you're done. Okay. Write this down. So this is a very important relationship, है ना? The relationship is between, देखिए ऐसे याद रखिएगा, relationship किसके बीच में? Mole fraction and pressure. Okay, mole fraction and pressure के बीच में relation क्या है? P is equal to KH into chi b. Atif is done. Waiting for Akshay, Hamza, Hiba, Krishna, and Mansi. Okay, just waiting for Mansi now. Done. Okay. By the Mansi, who got the highest marks in your school?
I don't know, sir. We didn't get the result
You did not get the results.
of 11th.
हाँ 11th का नहीं मिला अभी तक.
No, sir.
Hi. Why is that? Huh?
Like we didn't get the
Marks
report
मिले.
card only just
मार्क्स मिले हैं?
written exam.
Just the marks.
Yes.
Okay, तो उससे आपको नहीं आइडिया लगा कि कौन like who has
No,
got
sir.
and like how much is the highest, that also you don't know.
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. So here we are now talking about Henry's constant KH. Some things about Henry's constant KH. So the first thing is that the KH is dependent on the nature of gas. Take a solute, the nature of gas. If the gas is N2, the KH will be different. The value of KH will be different. If the gas is H2, the value of KH will be different. Okay, so KH is a function of what? KH is a function of nature of gas. That means if the gas changes, the KH will also change. That is different gases will have different values of KH. Okay, different gases will have different values of KH. So P is equal to what? It is equal to KH into Chi-V, right? Now we can write that KH is equal to what? P upon Chi-V, yes or no? Is that right? Correct? Hai?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If I take the P as constant for different gases, then KH is what? 1 upon Chi-V, or I can say KH is inversely proportional to Chi-V, yes or no? See this?
Yes, sir.
Now, what is Chi-V? Chi-V tells you about the amount of solute in solution, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Or solubility, you can also say, right? Or solubility. Solubility is also the same thing. Solubility, concentration, these are same thing. That means if a gas is having high value of KH, its solubility is low. So the second point is that higher value of KH, lower is the solubility. Lower is the solubility of gas. Is that clear, yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Third point. Okay. So third point is, we know that KH is equal to P upon Chi-V, right? So we know that Chi-V is what? It is unitless. Mole fraction does not have any unit. And that is why unit of KH will be any unit that is for pressure. So for example, KH has a unit which is ATM. So ATM can be a unit for KH, sorry, pressure has a unit, and the same unit will be for KH also. So KH can have unit of ATM or bar or torr, any of the unit which is there for pressure, it can be also there for KH. So KH and pressure, they will have same units. Okay, now the next thing. Third point. We all know that in gas inside liquid, if we have gas inside liquid, please listen very carefully, don't write now. If I increase the temperature, what happens to the solubility? It increases or decreases? Tell me.
Decreases.
Solubility decreases. If the solubility is decreasing, then the KH will be high or low? Tell me. Second point को देख के बताइए. Solubility is low, KH will be higher, right? Higher. So temperature and KH, they are inversely proportional or directly proportional? बताइए.
Directly proportional.
है ना? So KH is directly proportional to temperature. सबको इतना समझ में आया? हाँ या ना?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no,
Yes,
guys?
sir.
ठीक है, तो लिखिए. And after that, write this question. Aquatic animals are more comfortable in cold water than in warm water. Why? Write the question, then raise hand when you're done. What happened to you, Hamza, by the way? क्या हो गया था आपको?
Sir, I can't say anything about that, but I was having high fever and like seasonal symptoms.
अच्छा, okay.
But it
Now
was
it is fine.
it was severe, so at a moment I thought it is COVID again.
अच्छा, आपको एक बार हो चुका है?
Yes, sir, at the beginning.
अच्छा, at the beginning. So at that time was it severe या फिर उस टाइम उतना नहीं था?
So it was normal at that time.
अच्छा, like
Like
there were
according to
symptoms.
like if we see according to COVID, like the people who got affected, for me it was normal.
Okay, so like जैसा normal सर्दी खांसी जैसा था आपको?
Yes, sir.
अच्छा. Okay. So did you get tested this time?
No, so I just went and I just went to the doctor and he gave me some normal medicines.
Okay, he did not ask you to get tested?
No, sir.
Okay. Are the cases increasing there, Hamza? Kingdom
Yes,
में?
sir.
It's increasing. Okay. Okay. So this question, these are very vague question. Okay. इसके लिए क्या है? You have to know, like these are the question, like when you first hear them, na, and if you don't have any context, okay, like you are listening this for the first time, then you're like, क्या ही सवाल है ये? Like how would I know that it is more comfortable? ठीक है. But instead, the real question is, where will you get more oxygen? Will you get more oxygen, the O2 gas, in cold water, or you will get more oxygen in warm water? That is the real question that they are trying to ask. Okay, that is a indirect question they are asking. So tell me, O2, what do you think?
Cold water.
Cold or warm? Okay, all of you agree with this cold water? Hamza, Hiba?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, है ना? Cold water. Why? Low temperature. है ना? If low temperature is there, then the KH will be higher, right? KH will be higher. That means solubility is higher. No, KH will be, sorry, low temperature में क्या होगा? फिर KH भी low होगा. Directly question ना, sorry. Low temperature, KH is lower, solubility is higher, है ना? So we can write aquatic animals. Hiba, how are you?
I am fine, sir.
इनको तो एक बार में सुनाई नहीं देता. Yes, Hiba, how are you?
I am fine, sir.
Fine. Okay. How was the test? Yes, Hiba, how was the
It
test?
was easy.
It was easy. Okay. सारे हो गए. आपने असाइनमेंट्स किया था पहले?
No, sir.
आपने असाइनमेंट नहीं किया था? क्यों नहीं किया था? O2 is more soluble in cold water. Now let us do some questions, है ना? अच्छा चलो, राइट दिस. ठीक है, जिन लोगों ने नहीं लिखा है उसके बाद राइट नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. दैट इज न्यूमेरिकल. Yeah. So see here, and with this question, I also want you to look at the Henry's law. For example, I mean, for sure we are studying Henry's law, तो क्वेश्चन तो उसी का दिया होगा, लेकिन बाद में आप लोग को डिफिकल्टी होगी कि कौन सा फॉर्मूला कहाँ लगेगा, है ना? So please listen. You have been given pressure. It is equal to kh into chi v. That is the Henry's law. ठीक है? And in all the questions that you will see, in all the questions, जहां भी आपका kh आ गया वहां तो Henry's law लगेगा. ये आपका बहुत अच्छा इंडिकेटर है, right? That you have to put, that you have to apply the Henry's law here. Okay. Now, in most of the questions that you are going to see, this pressure will be given. Okay. The kh will also be given, and they will ask you about mole fraction or something related to it. Okay. Okay, something related to it. Now, there is a very specific reason why the pressure will always be given. They will not ask you. There can be very rare reasons. There can be very less number of questions in which आपको pressure पूछा जाएगा कि pressure कितना लग रहा है mole fraction देके kh देके. But in all the cases, you will be given the pressure. Why is that? Can somebody tell me? आतिफ और मानसी के अलावा, आतिफ और मानसी को पता है? Other than them, can someone tell me why the pressure will always be given to you? आपसे पूछा नहीं जाएगा pressure. Okay. So Hamza and Hiba, you guys will remember. Now, if I tell you, if I want to find the value of anything, there are two ways. What are the two ways? Hamza, tell me. We can.
So you can calculate or measure.
Very good. We can either calculate it or we can measure it. If I want to measure something, then I should have a tool, right? An instrument for measuring. Correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
For each and everything. And if I have a tool for measurement, then I will not calculate. है ना? आपसे कोई लेंथ कैलकुलेट करने के लिए कभी नहीं कहेगा, because there is a very simple tool, that is a ruler there. सही है? So you will not be asked to calculate the length of something because there is a way. But आपको वॉल्यूम पूछा जाएगा, आपको एरिया पूछा जाएगा, और इसी वजह से वॉल्यूम और एरिया इन दोनों के क्या होते हैं? फॉर्मूले होते हैं, right? So if you have to calculate something, then you have to use the formula. But if there is a tool with which you can measure something, then you are always going to use that tool. And all the good questions, they are formulated in this way, that you have something which is being measured, and from this measurement you are calculating something which cannot be measured, which is complex in nature. For example, volume का हम simple case लेके चलते हैं, always, because volume is something that you can never measure it, but you can easily calculate it, right? Using a formula. And the formula will change if you change the solid. Krishna समझ में आ रहा है आपको? अक्षय समझ में आ रहा है आपको? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, understood.
है ना? See, so similarly here also there is pressure, and pressure can be measured by barometer or manometer, right? Yes or no?
Yes,
That
sir.
is why they will always give you pressure and the mole fraction. आपको कोई यहाँ पे ऐसे solution दे दिया है, ठीक है? You have a solution like this. This is a gaseous solution which is tightly fit. अब इसमें mole fraction आप कैसे measure कीजिएगा? There is no tool, right, to measure the mole fraction. आपको बताया भी नहीं कि कितना number of moles दिया था हमने. Now what you can do? You can simply put a manometer here, measure the pressure, and check the kh from Google, right? है ना? वैसे तो data booklet का use किया जाता, but now you have Google. You can use the kh values that is from Google, and then you can find the mole fraction using linear equation in one variable. ठीक है? तो ये इस पिक्चर को ना हमेशा keep in mind this picture, that there are things that you can calculate, there are things that you can measure, and think कि क्या पूछना चाह रहा होगा ना, क्या पूछना चाह रहा होगा. ये हेनरीज लॉ तो लगा दिया हमने, यहाँ पे मोल फ्रैक्शन ही पूछेगा. ठीक है? सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल we will calculate the mole fraction. उसके बाद देखेंगे कि मिलीमोल्स में कैसे जाएंगे. They are essentially asking the number of moles of N2 gas. ठीक है? So first of all we will write P is equal to KH into chi B, and chi B will be equal to pressure upon KH, right? Pressure, it has been given as 0.987 bar. What is the KH? Tell me. Read the KH. Mansi, read कीजिए. What is the KH, Mansi? What is the KH given, Mansi?
76.48.
76.48. पूरा पढ़िए.
Sorry?
पूरा पढ़िए ना, 76.48 क्या है उसके आगे? अरे
I don't know what K represents.
K means kilo.
Okay, kilobar.
Kilo means 1000. That means
Okay.
into 1000 bar. ठीक है? So this will be equal to 0.987 divided by 76480. This bar and this bar, they will cancel out each other, and then you have to calculate. Tell me what is chi b here. Okay. Chaliye, please calculate this. Let me know when you are done. इसको ऐसे कैलकुलेट कीजिएगा, ठीक है? डेसिमल पॉइंट को हटाइए न्यूमरेटर से, 987 डिवाइड बाय 76480 into 10 to the power minus 3. Okay, and also you can see when bar and bar get cancelled, chi b, it is a unitless, so we are here also getting a unitless value. ठीक है, 987 upon 76480. इसको और थोड़ा सा अगर आपको सिंप्लीफाई करना, then you can do this. 987 divided by 7648, यहाँ this is upon 10 ना, अपॉन 10 ऊपर जाएगा तो क्या होगा, 10 टू दी पावर -1, ये और ऐड हो जाएगा 10 टू दी पावर -4. जिसको ये समझ में नहीं आया प्लीज टेल मी नाउ, 10 टू दी पावर -3 से 10 टू दी पावर -4 कैसे हुआ? अगर someone needs an explanation, just tell me now, I'll explain. Otherwise, calculate this value of chi b. If I do a little approximation here, na, so I can write this as 990 upon 7650. Both of these will cancel out each other, 10 to the power -4 ही रहेगा ये तो. Now I think 76 था. So I think both of these can go by 9, I guess. 9 से जाएगा दोनों. Okay, Krishna, one more digit after the decimal place, na?
Sir, I'm actually getting 0.111111. So I just
111. No, I don't think so.
0.12
12 and after that?
into, no, I just want
नहीं,
to.
नहीं, नहीं, नहीं. एक और digit चाहिए उसके आगे, एक और digit चाहिए.
Okay, sir.
Sir, is it 1.29?
हाँ 1.2 करेक्ट है ना. So you will get this as 1.29 into 10 to the power minus 5 हो जाएगा तब. Right or not? Yes or no? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All of you are getting same value. Is there anyone who is getting some other value? Please tell me. No ना. Okay fine. What about Hamza Hiba? नहीं कैलकुलेट किया अभी तक.
Sir, I miscalculated.
Miscalculated. Okay. Fine. चलिए तो देखिए यहाँ पे. So we have got chi b whose formula is number of moles of B divided by number of moles of A plus number of moles of B. है ना. Now this is equal to how much? Chi b we have seen that it is equal to 1.29 into 10 to the power minus 5. ठीक है. Now let us calculate what is Na. They are saying that it is present in 1 liter of water. ठीक है. 1 liter of water. So that means 1 liter. It is equal to 1000 ml, right? And density of water is how much? 1 grams per ml. ठीक है. अब ये सारी इंफॉर्मेशन है जो आपको they expect that you should know these information. The density of water is 1 grams per ml. That is why this will be equal to how much grams? 1000 grams. Now when it is equal to 1000 grams, the number of moles of solvent, that is water, it will be equal to 1000 grams divided by 18 grams per mole. Okay, this grams and grams will cancel out each other, and I will suggest that you also remember this value, that the molarity, the number of moles in 1 liter, the number of moles of water in 1 liter of water is 55.56 moles. Okay, ये जो value है ना, this is very important. If you remember it, it will be doing you very much favors in calculations. बहुत जल्दी होगा calculation if you know this value, 55.56. Now what we can do, we can put this here. Chi b it is equal to nb upon 55.56 plus nb, which is equal to 1.29 into 10 to the power minus 5. अच्छा ये बताइए, what will be greater here, the numerator or the denominator? कौन बड़ा होगा? Look at the value, look at the result that you are getting, and उसके हिसाब से बताइए which will be greater, denominator, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, numerator will be very small, right? Because 10 to the power minus 5 आ रहा है ना, तो numerator बहुत छोटा होगा, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
है ना. So as nb is very small, we can say that nb is very smaller than 55.56. Okay, that means if you add a very small number to 55.56, it is not going to change the number, and it is not going to change the 55.56 to a much difference. That is why we can directly write, we can neglect this nb from denominator, and we can say that nb upon 55.56 it is equal to, essentially it is equal to 1.29 into 10 to the power minus 5, है ना. ये छोटा सा nb ऐड करने की जरूरत नहीं, and then you will get nb is equal to 55.56 into 1.29 into 10 to the, wait a second, हाँ 10 to the minus 5. ठीक है. अच्छा, अब एक डाउट बहुत लोगों को हो सकता है कि ये इसको एलिमिनेट क्यों नहीं किया. Okay, who has this doubt? Tell me why we did not eliminate this nb that is in the numerator. वो भी तो छोटा है. Raise your hand if you have this doubt. आतिफ, अक्षय, हमजा, हेबा, कृष्णा, मानसी. अच्छा, no one has this doubt ना. Only सिर्फ addition और subtraction में we can neglect, right? Multiplication और division में नहीं करते हैं. सबको पता है ये बात?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Mansi, what about you? Hamza, Heba?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, ठीक है. चलिए. So calculate this value of nb and tell me what is the answer. Okay, one more thing that is important in this chapter is that redoing all the question, all questions done in class. थ्योरी आपको पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है. आपको क्या करना है, जो भी क्वेश्चंस इस क्लास में करवाया गया है you have to redo all the question. That is your revision. Revision का मतलब यही है यहाँ पे. Redoing का मतलब क्या? देख देख के नहीं करना है. Without looking, okay? Without looking. अपने आप से खुद से ही करना है. ठीक है? चलिए, please write this down. Send the answer in chat. Okay, Krishna has given me one answer. Others also calculate fast and tell me. Okay, Atif. Okay, हाँ हाँ ठीक है. अच्छा ठीक है. हमजा हिबा, यू गाइस ऐसे नहीं चलेगा ना काम. जल्दी कैलकुलेट कीजिए. टाइम इतना नहीं लगना चाहिए कैलकुलेशन में. Okay, fine. So all of you are getting this as how much are you getting this 10 to the okay, you are getting this as 0.716 into 10 to the power minus 3 moles. लगभग इतना ही आ रहा है सबका. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So 10 to the power minus 3 is milli. So you can write 0.716 millimoles. यहाँ तक क्लियर है सबको? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, chalo. Okay, so that is it for today. We have the remaining part, that is application of Henry's law, जो कि हम लोग next class में करेंगे. That is tomorrow. Application of Henry's law. Okay.